Like, world's smartest kid thinks that CERN blew the world up in 2008.
A mind-bending revelation. What if I told you there's more going on at CERN than just smashing particles together? What if there's a hidden portal beneath the facility? A gateway to other dimensions where beings from realms beyond our understanding are making their way into our world. Sounds like something out of a science fiction movie, right? Well, according to some physicists and researchers, this isn't just fiction, it might be happening right now. CERN, the European Organization for Nuclear Research, has long been shrouded in mystery and intrigue, but recent claims suggest something even more extraordinary is taking place. Could the Large Hadron Collider be responsible for opening a doorway to parallel dimensions? And if so, what or who is coming through that portal? Get ready for a journey that will challenge everything you thought you knew about reality. CERN, a universe of particles and their constraints. The Large Hadron Collider, or LHC, the biggest particle accelerator in the world, is located at CERN, which stands for the European Organization for Nuclear Research. Beneath the surface of the French and Swiss borders lies a massive feature with a radius of an astounding 17 kilometers. By colliding particles at almost the speed of light, researchers hope to discover the universe's fundamental components. The intriguing part, though, is that many scientists are beginning to wonder if the LHC is performing any more than simply destroying particles. Although CERN's stated mission is to conduct scientific research into topics such as dark matter, the Higgs boson, and the early post-Big Bang era, rumors regarding the LHC's unforeseen consequences have been circulating for quite some time. There are scientists who suspect the high-energy collisions are creating more than meets the eye, perhaps even opening portals to parallel universes. However, what might be entering those portals? Why, then, is no one discussing it? All the weird things happening at CERN. Conspiracy theorists and even some scientists have long been intrigued by the strange events around CERN. There has been talk of unexplained breakdowns, weird power fluctuations, and the appearance of enigmatic characters around the complex, leading some to speculate that something exceptional may be going on underneath. Workers at CERN have made some terrifying claims, including the anonymous sighting of shadowy creatures, extraterrestrials, or other unexplained phenomena during nighttime operations. Many have dismissed these reports of UFO encounters as hallucinations or the product of overworked minds, but some remain skeptical. Is it possible that anything is passing through a secret entrance at CERN if these sightings continue? Controversial footage of what seems like a staged occult ceremony outside of CERN's offices went viral in 2016. The video did little but feed speculation, even though CERN swiftly brushed it off as a joke. Is CERN knowingly releasing something out of their control by opening these portals, or is it an accident? What is our knowledge of multidimensional beings? Who or what are these extraterrestrial beings if they can travel through a portal at CERN? There has been much conjecture among theoretical physicists over the possibility of other dimensions or worlds that coexist with our own. If CERN has managed to tap into these parallel universes, the sentient beings that emerge from them may not adhere to the same physical rules that we are familiar with. In principle, beings from other dimensions could possess totally different shapes and powers than those of our one. If these extraterrestrials are composed of unseen forms of matter and energy, as some physicists have proposed, then we will be unable to detect them unless they voluntarily come forward. Are the shadowy creatures and apparitions that have been seen near CERN really being from these other dimensions? There may be additional dimensions. Even mainstream science has considered this. As an example, string theory foretells the presence of more than 3 dimensions, including time and space. Whether or not CERN has indeed opened a gateway begs the terrifying question: are we prepared to confront whatever is beyond? What is the potential function of the portal theory? The portal theory warrants further exploration. We don't hear much about this since we don't understand how something like this could happen at CERN. The concept is based on the enormous amounts of energy produced by particle collisions at the LHC. The conditions that result from these collisions have not been seen since the Big Bang, and some scientists think that they may even open temporary portals to other dimensions. Particles, according to some theories of quantum physics, can be in more than one physical place or state at once. This has prompted others to consider the possibility that CERN's high-energy experiments could momentarily blur the lines separating our realm from another, thus opening a portal. Entities or energy from other realms could theoretically flow over into our world through these portals. Why, though, isn't there more proof that gateways are opening? It has been suggested by some scientists that these events might be undetectable with our present technology. It is conjectured that CERN may be hesitant to declare the finding of multidimensional portals due to concerns about potential public outcry or possibly opposition from secular groups. Is it possible that this information is being withheld on purpose? This speculative concern fuels ongoing debates and research in the scientific community, pushing for advanced technologies to possibly capture these phenomena in the future. Meanwhile, the intrigue surrounding such theories continues to captivate the imagination of both scientists and the public alike. Hawking's caution, risking everything. The notion that CERN's high-energy experiments are harmless is not shared by all physicists. Renowned physicist Stephen Hawking even went so far as to warn that the tests being conducted at CERN could have disastrous results. But what was his exact intention? Hawking was worried that the LHC could produce a black hole or something comparable that could devour Earth or possibly disrupt the cosmos. The idea that we're tampering with forces we barely comprehend remains an open subject, even though these worries are dismissed as far-fetched by mainstream scientists. Would it have been more reasonable for Hawking to have been worried than we think? If the experiments at CERN are creating micro-black holes or opening portals to other dimensions, we might be dealing with forces that are beyond our control. The official claim is that the LHC is safe, but Hawking's warning is a sobering reminder that research can occasionally transcend hazardous boundaries. Is it possible to establish the portal's existence? Change the subject somewhat. How can we demonstrate the existence of a portal under CERN? There are interesting theories about how we can collect proof in the future, even though our technology isn't yet sophisticated enough to detect extraterrestrials or portals. For example, the first detection of gravitational waves in 2015 may yield useful information. Is the existence of a portal suggested by space-time distortions? Keeping an eye out for peculiar particle actions is another approach. Particles at CERN may be interacting with extraterrestrial beings if their behavior begins to defy accepted physical rules. Researchers have found several mysterious outliers in particle data in the past few years, and no one knows what they mean. Do you think these might be hints that point to evidence of a gateway between dimensions? Although conclusive proof is not yet available, the increasing frequency of mysterious events at CERN prompts grave concerns. Is the smoking gun going to be found at some point? The real scientists' claims. Let's get down to brass tacks. What do CERN experts think about this whole mess? The LHC is an entirely scientific project with no ulterior motives, according to CERN's official statements. However, historical evidence shows that science often results in unforeseen repercussions. Still unanswered is the question of whether or not certain CERN physicists have suspicions that something is amiss. Even while they don't know for sure if a portal exists, some scientists have stated that they can't totally dismiss the idea. For others, it's the strange data anomalies they've been seeing. For others, it's the fact that some experiments have produced findings that don't add up according to the rules of known physics. Maybe the scientists working at CERN are beginning to worry that they're finding something much bigger than what they bargained for. Nothing here confirms a gateway actually exists, but the fact that scientists are talking about it makes you wonder what else they are keeping hidden. Are eyes on us? Things get much more bizarre from here. What if aliens from another dimension are watching us through the portal that CERN unintentionally opened? Perhaps the experiments at CERN aroused the curiosity of some of the most well-known theorists in the possibility that intelligent beings from other dimensions are keeping tabs on Earth. To a certain extent, some have even speculated that these extraterrestrials may be quietly directing our history or our scientific advancements. Regardless of its veracity, it is difficult to ignore the possibility that we are not alone in this or any other universe if a portal has been opened. Could it be that the latest unexplained occurrences at CERN are in fact encounters with extraterrestrial visitors rather than mere coincidences? Do you think someone is keeping tabs on us? This includes our most recent scientific discoveries. Could we be inadvertently interacting with beings from dimensions beyond our comprehension? Is there proof of dimensional shifts in the Mandela Effect? Several individuals think the Mandela Effect has anything to do with the research conducted at CERN. Therefore, let's talk about it. The Mandela Effect is named after a strange event that occurred in the 1980s. Many people believe that Nelson Mandela died in jail. He actually died in 2013. This led many to speculate that other realities or dimensions were gently influencing our own. Some speculate that CERN's experiments may have created the memory problems experienced by thousands of people worldwide who claim to recall logos, cultural references, or events in a different way than they do now. Is it possible that these inconsistencies are caused by the tremendous energy emitted by the LHC, which is bending space-time? Despite the lack of conclusive evidence, the Mandela Effect remains a topic of fascination for both believers and doubters in the scientific community. Are the laws of reality being inadvertently altered by CERN? If that is the case, how many other modifications may there be that we haven't seen yet? The intriguing possibilities continue to provoke debate, with some suggesting that what we perceive as reality might be more malleable and subjective than previously thought. This enigma invites further scrutiny and experimentation to unravel the true nature and potential impacts of such phenomena. What is CERN hiding from us? Regarding their secret agenda, it is well known that major corporations frequently conceal their more contentious discoveries. Maybe CERN is hiding something regarding their knowledge of these gateways and extraterrestrial beings. Theorists speculate that CERN has found proof of these events but is keeping quiet about it out of concern for public outcry or political pressure. If this is accurate, it begs the question: what if the public found out that CERN has connected to other dimensions? When people learn that extraterrestrials exist and possess abilities that humans can't fathom, how do you think governments, religious organizations, and society as a whole would respond? Even while this could be dismissed as mere conjecture, there have been numerous instances in history where revolutionary findings were kept secret for long periods of time until the truth was revealed. May the portal at CERN hold the key to the next great discovery? Can CERN facilitate communication? Could it be that this was the whole point? If CERN has indeed opened a doorway to another dimension, the possibility of communicating with extraterrestrial species has led some scientists to believe that the LHC was intentionally built for that purpose. This would undoubtedly clarify the project's appeal to some of the most prestigious experts in the world. But wait, there's more. Who exactly gave the order to create CERN if the goal was to establish contact? Could an even more sinister power be at work here, or were these physicists just trying to test the limits of what is known? Some people who believe in conspiracies think that powerful groups are trying to use CERN to communicate with extraterrestrials, who may have the answers to our most pressing technological questions or the universe's hidden mysteries. Are we about to witness a revolutionary development that will alter our entire understanding of existence, the cosmos, and our role in it? Ancient civilizations and their portals to the past, historical parallels. Myths about portals, gateways, and extraterrestrial creatures have persisted across many cultures and time periods. Stories of gods and creatures passing between realms have endured for millennia, from the mythologies of the ancient Greeks to those of the Sumerians. What if, however, these long-lost tales actually had any basis in truth? Are the gateways that CERN may have found today comparable to those that previous civilizations may have encountered? For instance, the ancient Egyptians had a belief in a duat, a mysterious afterlife world that was believed to have certain entrances. The Mayans also constructed El Castillo and other similar buildings with the belief that they served as entrances to the underworld. Are the experiments at CERN recreating these old channels which would open the door for extraterrestrials to visit our planet? The idea that contemporary science may be providing empirical support for what people have intuitively understood for eons is intriguing. Is it possible that the doorway beneath CERN marks the most recent in a lengthy line of extraterrestrial encounters? What comes next? The consequences. What will happen if CERN has opened a gateway and is communicating with extraterrestrial beings? Innumerable consequences, some good and some bad, follow. The information we obtain from communicating with these extraterrestrials has the potential to profoundly alter our view of the cosmos. Perhaps soon we will have energy sources, new technology, and the answers to some of humanity's most pressing issues. However, the possibility of unforeseen outcomes should not be ignored. Could it be that these entities aren't looking out for our welfare? Our own existence could be in jeopardy if, at CERN, we have unlocked the door to parallel universes and set in motion forces that are beyond our control. While it's thrilling to think about what could be possible, it's also vital to weigh the hazards. Are we ready to face the after effects of allowing access to a parallel universe? Will the portal remain open? Can a CERN portal be closed once it has been opened? Is it even more crucial that we do this? Closing the gateway could prove to be an even greater challenge, according to some scientists. It may be impossible to reverse the consequences of creating a portal to another dimension once it has been opened. On the other hand, we haven't decided whether or not to close the portal yet. What if closing it would result in the loss of important information or tools? However, what if, by leaving it open, we are subject to unanticipated threats? That is the problem that CERN might soon have to deal with. Is it our duty or even our power to lock the door to the unknown if we have opened it? That is the remaining question. Is the portal related to the unexplained energy surges? Strange energy surges and mysterious occurrences surrounding CERN's Large Hadron Collider have been reported in recent years. Unpredictable energy spikes have been noted by both scientists and the general public. These surges, according to some theorists, could have something to do with the portal that's said to reside under CERN. A tremendous quantity of energy is released when particles collide at a velocity close to that of light. However, what if the gear isn't the only thing absorbing that energy? Are these energy surges signs that the portal is becoming unstable or maybe even growing? Unexplained occurrences, such as unusual electromagnetic disturbances and enigmatic lights in the sky, have allegedly occurred at the same time as these energy anomalies, according to a number of independent studies. Could it be that CERN is accidentally, or maybe purposefully, supplying these energy bursts to the portal? Concerningly, this idea makes one wonder how much power CERN actually has over the forces they're influencing. Is it possible that these surges, if uncontrolled, could cause an even greater disaster. Where did those strange particles go when they disappeared? Researchers have seen particles that mysteriously disappeared from certain LHC tests. Predictable disintegration into smaller particles and the release of energy is anticipated from these particles, which are typically detected in high-energy collisions. Some of these particles, however, seem to vanish altogether in some instances. Think this could be proof that these particles are being drawn into a parallel universe. The energies released in these collisions have physicists wondering if tiny gateways to other dimensions are opening, enabling particles to go to unseen locations. Maybe these vanishing particles are only the tip of the iceberg. Would bigger things, or maybe even sentient creatures, be drawn into this enigmatic opening in due time? Strange occurrences in contemporary physics abound, even though this seems like something out of a science fiction novel. Now we have to ask, if particles can vanish into this vortex, could anything possibly resurface from inside? Doomsday prophecies and CERN. How they are related. Many cultures have foretold the impending doom that would accompany the opening of a portal between our world and other dimensions. Some of these prophecies foretell a future in which extraterrestrial beings will ascend to power as a result of human intervention with forces beyond their control. Does CERN hold the key to these long-forgotten prophecies? For a long time, mystics and religious scholars have cited sections of old books that appear to foretell occurrences like those happening at CERN. For example, the Book of Revelation describes the opening of a bottomless pit that will release terrible forces onto the earth. Many ancient civilizations, like the Mayans and the Egyptians, held the belief that portals existed, which, if opened at an unfortunate moment, could let evil spirits into our world. Are these ancient predictions being fulfilled by the experiments conducted at CERN? If this is the case, how will it affect humankind in the long run? Could we be unwittingly interacting with forces that were predicted thousands of years ago? The fact that other cultures have comparable tales about portals and supernatural beings should be enough to make anyone think twice, even if the concepts themselves sound fantastical. Has CERN unlocked a door that long-lost civilizations foretold? What if we had contact with extraterrestrial beings? The following reasonable inquiry, given that CERN has allegedly built a doorway, is how might communication with extraterrestrial entities really manifest? Could these beings be benign explorers with an interest in our planet, or could they be plotting something evil? According to some physicists, any extraterrestrial intelligence would have powers that are incomprehensible to us. We can't fathom the extent to which they could control space, time, and reality. Even if these extraterrestrials aren't apparent to the naked eye, some theorists think they may exert a subtle but significant impact on our planet. How strange would their interactions be to our comprehension, and would they even make an effort to communicate with us? Maybe they've contacted us before, and we just haven't noticed. Exciting and disturbing thoughts coexist about the possibility that CERN could facilitate such interactions. Is this kind of confrontation something for which we are adequately prepared? In any case, what would transpire if these entities determine they are unhappy with what they discover? The CERN experiment. Is it possible that it could unveil parallel universes? Among the most fascinating hypotheses surrounding CERN's investigations is the possibility that they are revealing portals to alternate realities. Numerous scientists have postulated the possibility of an endless number of parallel universes coexisting with our own, a notion known as the multiverse. This theory has the potential to shed light on some of the mysterious phenomena observed in quantum physics, they argue. A network of parallel worlds, rather than merely one, could be accessible through the portal that CERN has allegedly opened. Is it possible that parallel universes are crashing into ours? Could you please tell me the potential outcomes in that case? Minor changes in reality, such as the Mandela Effect, may be the product of communication between these other dimensions, according to some scientists. Could a bleed-through phenomenon have been inadvertently produced at CERN, enabling alternate realities to blend together? This, if confirmed, would bring up an astounding possibility. What if there are other selves residing in these different worlds? And the most crucial question is, what would transpire if we crossed paths with them? The role of CERN in the dynamics of the world's climate. Aside from the more speculative notions about CERN's role in the universe, some people think the experiments there might be influencing the weather here on Earth. Are there unknown ways in which CERN's activities are impacting the atmosphere? Some scientists worry that the energy being produced at CERN is causing natural disasters like storms, floods, and wildfires to become more common. Could the high-energy collisions at CERN be having unforeseen consequences on Earth's climate? We still don't know the full extent of the long-term consequences of these experiments on the Earth, even if conventional scientists are fast to reject this idea. Is it possible that the ongoing environmental crises are being exacerbated by CERN's pursuit of knowledge? Is CERN and quantum computing opening doors to new realms? Quantum computing's meteoric ascent is among the most fascinating new trends in science and technology. Qubits, which can exist in several states simultaneously, are used by quantum computers to process information, in contrast to bits used by classical computers. Is it possible that the experiments at CERN are laying the groundwork for the creation of supercomputers that can access information in higher dimensions? Data produced by CERN may hold the secret to reaching the next level of quantum computing, according to some researchers. Is it possible that the CERN gateway is allowing us to access data in greater dimensions than what we can now understand? If this is correct, CERN is doing more than merely researching the universe. It is actively molding the technological landscape of the future. Think of some potential applications for this cutting-edge tech. Above all else, who is going to be in charge of it? CERN and the hunt for dark matter. A passage to the other side. A key objective of CERN is to elucidate the nature of dark matter, the enigmatic component comprising the bulk of the cosmos. Even though it goes by that moniker, dark matter is extremely hard to detect as it doesn't release any energy or light. The tests conducted at CERN, according to some physicists, may be leading us closer to discovering its secrets. But wait, may dark matter hold the secret to unraveling the portal's mysteries? If the CERN experiment has really revealed a portal to a parallel universe, dark matter may be pivotal to the operation of that portal. Could dark matter be the binding force that keeps our universe and all others in place? If that's the case, could we be able to use it to traverse different dimensions? Although these issues remain unanswered by the scientific community, one thing is certain: the dark matter experiments at CERN could affect not just our knowledge of the cosmos, but also our own survival. How CERN affects human awareness. Some people think that the experiments at CERN are having an effect on more than just the physical world. They are also changing the way we think as a species. Is it possible that the portal under CERN is affecting how we think, what we do, and even how we see the world? According to quantum mechanics, the observer has a significant impact on how particles behave. Could it be that the energy that CERN produces is somehow connected to our awareness, impacting our perception of space, time, and reality? Theorists at CERN have speculated that by lowering the threshold between dimensions, they may be opening the door for our minds to access more advanced states of consciousness, particularly around pivotal points in CERN's research. Some participants have reported having bizarre dreams, increased intuition, and even a sense of detachment from reality. Are they indicators that CERN is changing our perception of the world at its most basic level? In that case, how does this relate to the potential trajectory of human awareness? Unraveling the mysteries of CERN's odd noises. Unusual noises heard near CERN during specific high-energy experiments are another unusual component of the portal theory. People who were there have reported strange, unearthly sounds, including low-frequency hums, grinding sounds, and even voices or whispering. May these noises be an unintended consequence of the portal opening? Since sound is an energy form, it's plausible that these noises are the product of interactions between several realms, if CERN is in fact accessing other dimensions. Do you think these echoes could be coming from another world? Alternatively, may the extraterrestrial creatures that are said to occupy these realms be attempting to contact us via auditory means? Additionally, the issue of unusual noises at CERN further obscures the already baffling portal theory, which remains mostly unsolved. Do you think these noises herald something extraordinary or something potentially harmful about to happen? What remains after passing the portal, the last frontier? The question then becomes, what is beyond the gateway that CERN has opened? Does it resemble parallel universes, a world of ethereal beings, or something else totally? Even if we never find out, the implications are exciting and scary all at the same time. Is it possible that this doorway may lead to information that alters the trajectory of human history? On the other hand, it may release forces beyond our control. One thing is certain. We are about to find something completely new, thanks to CERN's relentless pursuit of knowledge. However, there is a question that remains: are we prepared for what is beyond the portal? After all, with immense power comes immense responsibility. Both the experiments at CERN and our collective knowledge of the cosmos are in a state of flux. One thing is certain, though: we are on the cusp of an unprecedented age of discovery with boundless opportunities ahead. Questions remaining concerning CERN's portal. More and more questions about the portal under the LHC are being answered as CERN keeps up its innovative research. Strange energy surges, missing particles, spooky noises, and possible connections to human awareness are just a few examples of the evidence that something exceptional is happening at CERN, while the scientific community is still divided on the matter. This finding has enormous ramifications. Could the research at CERN be leading us to dimensions beyond our comprehension, where we can communicate with extraterrestrial beings? Is it more likely that we are just entering uncharted scientific terrain? As CERN continues to test the limits of physics, everyone is curious about what could be on the other side of this possible gateway. One thing is certain: everyone is watching. The entrance under CERN is still a mystery, but it has the potential to change our view of the cosmos, and who knows, maybe even reality itself. CERN's experiments raise some of the most profound questions humanity has ever faced. What do you think? Could there really be a portal beneath CERN, or are we simply exploring the limits of science? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to check out our other videos for more mind-blowing discoveries. Thanks for watching.